we have Kenya, Which other country?
Uganda.
I like it. Solid on ground. Which other country do we have represented today? Hey, you want to glance at the, which other country? You just guess.
I guess Tanzania or Rwanda.
Okay, Tanzania or Rwanda. Yes, we are represented in the East African community. You are whispering.
Sudan.
Okay. Sudan is in the house, but we have precisely South Sudan. Okay? So you're going to have amazing performances from representatives of all these three countries. And we are seeing how do we celebrate love across different, not just the borders, but across cultures, across the different issues that people have gone through. Those are personal experiences. How do we express love when it is time for conflict in this big, big world we are in? And we have had the privilege of being hosted by Alliance Française. This is where you are. Bonsoir. We have some people who can say it. That is good. And before going further, I'd like to have the privilege of inviting the director of Alliance Française. Let's give it up for him to say hello to us.
Well, good afternoon. I didn't prepare any speech really, but still. Destiny just said I am the director of the Alliance Française, which happens to be true, as weird as it is. And I want to welcome all of you for this. I would say that's the first time we collaborate together. There may be some others in the future, I hope. So we are here for poetry. So I guess everybody in the place is somewhat poet. Not you, maybe you, but not me really. But of course I used to write poetry when I was 15, but that's some time ago, and I guess we all did in our young days. I'm very happy to have that event here. Mostly because if I am not a poetry writer, I am a poetry reader, and I've been reading poetry now since, I'm 60, so since I am a kid, since I was a kid, so it's been a time now, and now really I'm quite happy to have that here tonight, and I would like to multiply this type of event in the future, so if anybody in the place is interested, now the message is launched. So, just one thing before we move on. We'll have first a open mic, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we have the people are behind the curtain and they are preparing, yeah. And then we'll have a session, a production session with poets. Voilà. One last thing, poetry is a word that comes from Greek, ancient Greek, of course. In Greek, the verb poiein and poiesis, poetry, means to make, to fabricate, in that meaning, to do something in the sense to fabricate something with your hands. So to me, it's very, very important to remember when we speak about poetry, it's about saying something with it's a craft actually. It's about saying something, of course, but it's also about manipulating the material, that is grammar, vocabulary, style, sonorities, and so, to produce at the end something that has been completely fabricated from A to Z. And I think that it's important for poets, of course, and everybody else also to remember that when you use a language, whatever it is, you are using something that is alive. By words, I mean. Okay? But that's my take on it, actually. So language, poetry might be the most elevated use of language possible, most probably. But whenever you use a language, whatever it is, still, it's not innocent. You manipulate things that are beyond you, actually, which is language. Voilà, that is my take on language, partly. So now I think I'm going to leave the ground to the poets that are hiding behind the curtain, and I guess they are growing impatient, maybe. Oh, no, they are scrolling on the phone, so it's okay. So, okay, now I leave. Thank you for coming again.
Let's give it up for Mr. Eric. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, so you can imagine. Tony, happy to see you. I recognize those people because I love inclusivity, and we have a sign language interpreter today to help our friends who need it because we are in a diverse world, right? Yeah, so would you like to sit this side? For ease, because you're going to interact with people on the stage, there is a seat here for you. Yeah, I think that is much easier. Okay, Ambrose, is that okay? Cool. So, on that note, I want us to continue. I would also like to recognize some of our partners who have worked hard to see that we are here. And I want us to start with Nze Crafts. Allow me call Melanin to come and say what they have, what they do, and how do we support them. In case you forgot to buy a gift yesterday for somebody, we brought it closer for you.
Thank you, Destiny. Hi, I am Melanin, poet. I'm a poet as well. I'm not here to perform today. I'm just here with some amazing craft work. We have bracelets, we have pendants, bags. So you can just check us out there on our table. They're really affordable, beautiful pieces. So, and actually, tonight we have a giveaway to someone lucky within the house. So yeah, you can check us out there. Thank you. Procedure, we shall communicate. Yes.
Please remind me so that, somebody goes away. When the show we say it is done, Destiny, our gift. We have to go away with a gift, right? And I would also like to recognize Coffee with Ivana for the amazing podcast they did for us, and it was released yesterday to wish everybody happy Valentine's. Wahenga's group from Kenya, Kisumu, thanks for partnering with us. He does a lot of events and is passionate about men's issues because in the era of women empowerment, there seems to be men left behind. So him and his team in Kisumu do a lot of that. We are God's Son prints, amazing crafts work, design, print, all done by them. We have Keith's Kitchen. If you need food delivered anywhere outside or you forgot somebody's package yesterday, we can fix something tomorrow and the other days. It can still be delivered so that we have all that done. And we have the Igoe Young Professionals Mentorship Institute that has also partnered with us. And we have Watanda Videography and Photography in case you need any of those services. He does amazing documentaries, podcasting, all what is necessary. So I thought it fit to recognize the people that have partnered with us. What is Mapenzi? What is your perspective about Mapenzi? Somebody say, please, 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 please. Okay, away from yesterday. What is your perspective about Mapenzi? Anybody? By the way, yesterday I was asked what is love on NTV. I had to scratch my head for the answer. I had to call my ancestors to give me the response. So I want to hear, what are you expecting from us, from the show, or what have you heard will happen? Yeah.
And I'm not so good in English, so I'm just gonna read a poem in French, one of my favorites, which is also talking about love, of course. It's from a famous author from the last century, and the name in English of the poem is The Curve of Your Eyes. La courbe de tes yeux, from Paul Éluard. La courbe de tes yeux fait le tour de mon cœur, un rond de danse et de douceur. Auréole du temps, berceau nocturne et sûr. Et si je ne sais plus tout ce que j'ai vécu, c'est que tes yeux ne m'ont pas toujours vu. Feuilles de jour et mousse de rosée, roseaux du vent, sourire parfumé, ailes couvrant le monde de lumière, bateau chargé du ciel et de la mer, chasseur des bruits et source des couleurs, parfums éclos d'une couvée d'aurore, qui gît toujours sur la paille des astres comme le jour dépend de l'innocence. Le monde entier dépend de tes yeux purs, et tout mon sang coule encore dans leurs regards. And that's all. Did you get some stuff with the rhythm and like?
The rhythm is.
Yes.
They say French is the language of love, right?
I don't know why they say that, but.
What is love in French?
Amour.
Amour.
Amour. Yes.
Amour. Amour. What is love in your language? Be thinking about it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Mapenzi is in Swahili. Amour is in French. Amour. Le is in Madi. That's mine. Okay? How do the Baganda say? Muhabati. Omukwano. Okay. How do the Banyankole say it? Rukundo. Gladys, how do they say it in your language? Le. Okay. How do the Basoga say it? Mukwano. How do you say it in your language? Elijah? Mer? Mer. Okay. Whose language has not been represented? How do you say it in yours?
In your language, we say urukundo. Yeah, that's
Kinyarwanda. Whose language has not been represented here? How is yours said?
Engonzi.
Engonzi. Which language is that? Toro. The gentle. Has your language been represented? Do you know it in your language? Which is?
Muhaba.
Muhaba. We cut it short and hurry it and say muhabbat. We don't know if that is it. But ladies and gentlemen, regardless of the languages from which you come, we are delighted to have you here. And this is the hour you have really, really, really waited for since we said Mapenzi Beyond Borders Poetry Production is here. And ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
hatari wenye mapenzi zenye sirikali letu nalo linajua kali penzi
L-O-V-E love, a spark igniting galaxies of belief. Its light stretches across Lake Victoria, from Kisumu all through to Entebbe. A drop of water in Jinja dancing in the Nile's water currents, traveling all the way to Egypt, you see, just to meet its soulmate in the Mediterranean Sea. Mapenzi. It fills the space between Nairobi and Kampala. A current that flows through valleys and peaks, whispering, boundaries are illusions. Boundaries are illusions. Boundaries are illusions. Love is the traveler with no luggage, carrying only a heartbeat as its passport. Bypassing the customs, skipping over the checkpoints, a universal language fluent in every dialect. L-O-V-E, love, Mapenzi. It is the song, not just sung by a lone guitarist on a Kampala street, but echoed as it passes through borders. A harmony that travels through mountains and peaks. Mapenzi ni kioo kilichopasuka, lakini kinachosema ukweli, kikiakisi si uso mmoja tu, bali uso nyingi. Kila kipande kimebeba hadithi za wapendanao, kutoka fukwe za Mombasa hadi vilima vya Kabale. Vipande hivi havigawanyi, vinaungana na kutoa mwanga pamoja. Mapenzi ni mto usiokuwa na mipaka, ukibeba hadithi za walio mbali na walio karibu. Mapenzi ni kicheko sokoni Kampala. Mapenzi ni sauti ya ngoma inapopigwa pwani ya Mombasa. Mapenzi hayajui mito au maziwa, yanatufunza kuwa sisi ni moja. But beware, love is a storm too. It thunders across misunderstanding. It rains, unearthing the truths buried deep. But even then, it teaches us that love, when patient, love when patient, love when patient, always shows its best side. So, this evening, as we journey through Mapenzi, I would like to officially open the curtains. Travel with us. Let us show you the other side of the love, the revolution, the good side, the bad side, and all sides of love. Mapenzi beyond border. Feel free. Free. Free.
And as the rush increase, I feel the drip in your V. Shorty says she feeling so.
My chamomile. My chamomile. Believe me, you will never leave you. Number of times I thought of you is not few. My chamomile. My name is Duong, but my government calls me Estings. I've been fasting and manifesting because of you. Did you know that love without lust is not long lasting? I mean, love with E at last. At least, fasting. Do not be flabbergasted by my long list of exes. I'm glad that I found you at long last. With calabash, I'll pour you my love in excess. Second thing, I can't judge you by your cover, but I like your face. Even if you have secrets in your preface, you can keep the contents, cause currently, third thing, I'm in love with the page I'm in the current. I'd love to make you apparent, apparently. Feel free to make me one too. So we have babies like 3, 4, 5 to 6 past meridian. I could take pictures of you. I dated 789. I thought it was you. Believe me, you, I'll never leave you. Number of times I thought of you is not few. You are golden like goose eggs. To hang around you, which pegs do I need? Let me be your book so you can read. I'm only one unit. I'm in love with your skin color and I've got no problem with the other. You are my number one lover. So far you may come closer, I put a mark in you. I create another god with you. You make my heart run faster than a cheetah when you smile. Let's go to my place, we smoke sage, my chamomile. A glance of you heals the wound below my chest. Shoot me with bullets of kisses, I have no vest. Chasing after you, I'll never rest. In the whole stock, I've heard you are the best. You are my lovebird, we should add another grass to our nest. You are always welcome to my heart. You are my guest. Believe me, you, I'll never leave you. Number of times I thought of you is not few. I can't move to another anymore. You've got me stuck in your hook, fisherwoman. C'est amour. I hope you don't mind the thorns. I brought you rose. In case they prick you, I'll lick you till you get dry. I've got your back. Don't ask why. I told the dentist to uproot their incisors so they don't backbite you or lie. I get shy when I look at you. See how you make me blush. Anytime I sit in your class, my pupil loses focus. You make my emotions take flight like a ballerina in a circus. I'd rather take risk for you. I'll be your M, be my W. I dropped all my ego so we fly like eagle. No neck turning like flamingo. If we hate heights, we board the ship across the sea. Can we go? Wait and see. I'll make it easy on you like ABC. Finally, having you seems like fantasy. Your secrets with me will be safe. I'll maintain our privacy. Believe you me, I'll never leave you. Number of times I thought of you is not few. I promise to be gentle and rough only when you want to. The number of people needed to change the world is just two. You and I. I'll protect you like my eye. You are the apple of my eye. Do not allow another man bite you. I won't lie to you, I wanna lie next to you. If you need support, I have a shoulder for you. Will you stop misusing your license? You drive me nuts. I'm contented with the size of your nyash. Your hotness burned me, you've turned me into ash. My chamomile, I hate to have you for a while. Meanwhile, I'll be kind to you, not mean. You know what I mean? In case you notice any dust on me, remind me to clean. In the school of love, if you were my student, I'd be your dean. I'll wake you up at dawn to see what we can do. On my viewfinder as a photographer, you are my only field of view. I'll teach you to play raga as we listen to reggae. I'm a vegetarian, I'll roast you njugu. In case of nightmares, early morning I'll boil you leaves of jaga. Believe me, you, I'll never leave you. Number of times I've thought of you is not few. My charm, come chum me. You are smoking hot like a chimney. If your heart got broken, I'ma fix it, honey. Tell me all your problems, uko na shida gani? When you get sad, to me it's not funny. You make me speak in tongues, I can't believe it's Mimi. Beaterir mama mondo tedni mumi. Duondi mio alokora momo. Do you understand me? I'm saying, believe me, you, I'll never leave you. Number of times I thought of you is not few. My chamomile.
I'm just coming back from the market. Oh, let me put my bag down first. Oh, wow! I see so many lovely people in my compound. Let me take the opportunity to greet them. Mulembe, itie, kodeyo, bana muli bulungi. I can't wait to take you back to the roots. But first, let me get my chikoi. I sit down, then I'll tell you some very lovely stories. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I have this pleasure of sharing with you a love tale from all the way in the Masaba land. Long time ago, at the foothills of the majestic mountain Elgon, where misty peaks touch the sky and valleys whisper ancient secrets, a land of the Bugishu people, where the Masaba people come from, a land with breathtaking beauty, sparkling waterfalls, a lush of green forests. Very beautiful. In that enchanting setting, there lived a young, beautiful woman named Nambisi. Nambisi was a daughter of one of the respected elders in the community called Mujimba. Now, Nambisi was a very renowned farmer, and she was liked for her farming skills in her community. But she also loved her family traditions, and one of them that she liked was the Imbalo ritual. So, every time she had this song, and I'm going to request you to join me, this song, I'll tell you what she did. But first, let's join along in this song. Do you know it? I'm going to teach you, don't worry. Let's start. Lelo lelo, yeah, lelo lelo, sheto mwana fane baba we. Lelo lelo, yeah, lelo lelo, sheto mwana fane baba we. Lelo lelo, yeah, lelo lelo. Lelo lelo, sheto mwana fane baba we. And she would wind her waist, wind her body to the rhythm of the drums, and the onlookers were all left gaping. Hey, do you still want to hear the rest of the story? You people, this lady, as she approached an eligible age for marriage, the parents started looking for a suitable partner for her. And you know what happened in the Bugishu tradition? The parents chose a suitable partner for their children. And you know the factors they considered? Hey, they considered the character. They considered family background, but also the social status. And what they would do, they would go and consult the elders before the final decision could be made. So one day, this family of Nambisi was visited by one of the elders from Bunyoro, a neighboring community, and this elder was named Mwanga. Do you know what? Hey, Mwanga had a son, and his name was Namboa. Namboa was a handsome man, intelligent, warm smile, and he had a gentle nature. But most of all, he was known for his great hunting skills. So, when Mwanga came to this family of Nambisi, they said, okay, we want to see this Namboa. But you know what had preempted Mwanga to come to this family? He had heard of Nambisi's great farming skills. And he thought, these two could be a very perfect match made from heaven. So, you know, Nambisi's parents immediately agreed to the proposal. And they were delighted to see Namboa because he had a very bright smile. Not only the smile, but remember he was intelligent and also his hunting skills because he would bring back home meat. So they planned, and then Nambisi met Namboa, and immediately when she saw Namboa, she was immediately smitten. So, despite the fact that these two, Their homelands were very far from each other, and they had very many cultural differences. They found themselves irresistibly drawn to each other. And you know what happened? They shared stories together, laughter, and shared their dreams, and their love continued to blossom like a garden in the spring. And their wedding finally came. And this wedding was a grand affair because it was a blend between Bugishu tradition here and also the Nyoro tradition. And they welcomed Nambo into the family, and he became an integral part of the community. And as they welcomed him, they also sang some songs. And you are again going to join me as we sing this song. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, let's go, and this is how it goes. Nambisi nambisi mukana wo mujimba ngochezera woti lumune ronyene. Nambisi nambisi mukana wo mujimba ngochezera woti lumune ronyene. Mezimuza babiri ngocheza zikumutenya babiri ngocheza bidyo mudeka babiri ngocheza. Nambisi nambisi mukana wo mujimba ngochezera woti lumune ronyene. Mezimuza babiri ngocheza bidyo mudeka babiri zikumutenya babiri. And you know what it meant? That when you've just come, marriage is just full of smiles. And when you go to cook, you cook the both of you. When you go to fetch water, it is the both of you. Hey! Even when you're walking around the market area, it's the both of you. And I'm telling you, people loved these two because they reflected a blend of two cultures that came together, reflecting the cultural diversity. And one good thing that came out of this union, these two were blessed with children. And they lived enjoying the majestic beauty of the great Mount Elgon and enjoying the blend of their two cultural heritages. And I'm telling you, their tale was retold and retold, inspiring so many other generations to come. And this tale taught people that people from different cultures can all come together and be one and enjoy love. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
But then God pulls out a handkerchief and wipes away the tears because God is too perfect to cry. But then, what is God to do when God has just witnessed the most creative manifestation of his greatest commandment? Love. When a man loves, butterflies move in beautiful patterns, and the birds spread their wings as they sing. Jealousy and malice all take a bow because a man's love is king. It's a beautiful thing when a man truly loves. Beautiful like kittens and puppies, or beautiful like seeing a baby happy, or beautiful like a rainbow after a stormy weather. Even though getting a man to love is tough like dried leather, once he falls, he floats like plucked feathers. When a man loves, when a man truly loves, Mr. Cupid takes a shot of tequila, for a job well done calls for a beautiful celebration. A man in love, a man in love, a man in love is like a lost shoe, and all he needs is a Cinderella to fit in. A man in love is a once in a lifetime thing, like a lunar eclipse. A man in love is a magic spell, like lightning stuck inside a bottle. A man in love sets himself on fire and then he rises from the ashes just like a phoenix. A man in love gives the moon and stars to the woman he loves. So he sets on a journey to the galaxy. He conquers and fights the aliens and the extraterrestrials, and then snatches the ring from Jupiter and then present it as an engagement present to the woman he loves. But sometimes the woman he loves gets greedy and says, baby, all I want is space. And that's when a man becomes vulnerable, like a gazelle grazing with lions. His heart is like an egg balancing on shaky ants. And that's when things fall apart. It's no longer at ease. The oceans will dry and the sun will freeze. And that's when a man's heart is crushed. For when a man's heart is crushed, an angry, starving beast is released from its cage.
Whatever is absent in the beard, they command present by giving. Omuvubu kembula kalevali na lavu temondabo kuweze savu. Beardless men don't die. He'd rather come back in your love's dreams, hold them tight and remind them they will never let them go. Kissing a beardless man. There is no hair to chew on, just lips moving in and out. Omuvubu kembula kalevali na lavu. Lave kunyole birevu towakana olabe twalabana lulunji kunda gungarachite kunyola birevu buli anonya lavu va ku birevu nonye mbula kalevu. Beardless men can love. Vubu kembula kalevali na love.
I know I'm interlocked like lock and key, and in this celestial vow, I want the heavens to witness our union, our belonging, our desiring, our affection, and our embracing, our cuddling. How can I set you ablaze tonight, my love? Why don't we set all these fears aside and break the restrictions and bask in our vulnerable pleasure? Let me set you ablaze. Set my feet ablaze. I wanna dance, make me a musician. Let me dance to the tune of your hearty laughter. Let me dance to the charm of your virtue. Let me dance to the beauty of who you are. I want to dance to the rhythm of your heartbeat. Dance to something like never before. Dance to something like the future is at hand. Dance to something like it was the first night. So tonight, allow me set you ablaze. Why not set my feet ablaze and my hands ablaze? You see, I want to let my hands free, become an artist for only you. An artist painting the perfect masterpiece with the utmost of my caresses, adoration on every skin that holds your adorable body. I want to set you ablaze with every affection that oozes from your spine, set you ablaze in every whisper that comes without words but every deed. I want to set you ablaze with every love triangle that breaks and every love adoration that goes to the depth of your melanin hue, my beloved king. So tonight, let me set you ablaze. But tonight, set your man ablaze.
I wore black today. I wore black because I love him. I wore black black because the last night we slept together. His cinnamon scent slept on my nose. I woke up and I lay my head close to his. I let him walk and leave parts of his fingerprints on my body. He walked steadily, smoothly. I loved the touch. He raised me up. He dropped me low. He walked each piece like he was never coming back. His cinnamon scent, oh, that cinnamon scent. It gripped me, it ripped me. It broke my heart and put it back into pieces. I love him. I wish he was here to see me say all this to him in his face. He told me I'm going to nail it like I always do. He always leaves small kisses on my lips. He pins me to the wall. He rubs his hand gently. He walks every piece of him on my body. Last night, I left small marks. And today night, I'm going back to trace the road map. I'm going back to kiss and smell and get drowned in him. And today, I'm telling strangers about the love beyond, the love that I love, the love that I want to feel. And as I close my eyes today, he has peeled my skin off. He has walked all the skin. He has left the red marks. He has drowned each and everything in my body. My hands are trembling of love. That love that I want to feel each and every morning when I wake up in the night. On the 13th of January, that was the best of the night that I had with him. His love, it stained my heart. Thank you.
Solo ndi kumutwe obubwire nkulowooza kukwema. So funny. I will only keep you man when I've got your love. So funny. My life will be complete when I've got your love. You took the complex route to my heart, told. Carry me on to your region and take whatever you love with. When I came across your beautiful mess, my heart got set to explore. With you I am better, and there is no suffocating. You're so fundamental, your ways are so gentle. No light is more gentle. It's you. My brain demonstrates so no. When you're not in place, so can my heart does reject me more. And so bunny, I will only keep you man when I've got your love. So bunny, my life will be complete when I've got your love. That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath. Let me love me for you, I'm ready.
Would you sing this with me, please? It's simple, yeah? Okay, 1.
That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath.
But don't choke, yeah?
That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath. Love me for you, I'm ready. And I'm crazy.
But you're not, right?
That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath. Love me for you, I'm ready. And I'm crazy. That's 'cause
Yes? I can't hear you, Namwe. Okay, let's go.
That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath. Love me for you, I'm ready. And I'm crazy. I won't get the best of me unless you see. Never do resist is what I mean for you. I'm lost in you, the way that you should. I won't see the rest of me unless you see the love from deep within. In this hurt girl that you conquer, the way I hope that I do. Boo-boo, you're so fundamental. Your ways are so gentle. No, it's you. My brain demonstrates so no. When you're not in place, so gone. My heart does reject me more. So bunny.
You want that one? Okay. Okay, let's go.
That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath.
Yeah?
And I'm crazy. That's 'cause I need your love beyond breath. Love me for you, I'm ready. And I'm crazy.
But don't be crazy. People have no mercy, yeah? You're trying to be crazy. Oh my God. In love, God have mercy. Okay.
An Africa that's not drained in poor governance and power misuse. An Africa that's not divided by differences in languages. Oh yes. It was indeed just a dream. It was indeed just sensations, thoughts, and images in my mind while I was asleep. I woke up and it came in the night just to find out it was indeed just a fantasy. I thought to myself and asked, how could it be a reality? How could it be a reality yet the African populace is doomed? How could it be a reality yet we think less of ourselves, yet we term ourselves worthless? We glaze the Western culture our entire lives right from birth until our hair turn gray. We have instilled the mindset that gold is on the other side of the ocean. We cross the deadly waves of the Mediterranean Sea to provide them labor. Because we term our continent as inferior. How could it be a reality? How could it be a reality, yet we praise the English Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and we call the Ugandan Premier League Kasasiro. We term the Kenyan Premier League as Takataka, and we call the South Sudan Premier League Wasaka. How could it be a reality? How could it be a reality, yet having a good music taste today means listening to American hip-hop, American R&B, mambo rap and trap music, and our Afro beats, rumba lingala, are labeled as primitiveness. Yet we copy and paste it on every culture from outside Africa, good or bad, and we call it civilization. How could it be a reality? How could it be a reality, yet we poke our noses in what doesn't concern us? I was so pissed the other day when a scratch on Donald Trump's ear was the major headline in African media, while the patriotic Gen Zs were out in the Kenyan streets fighting for their rights, while Sudan is still strapped in a deadly civil war, while the mothers and children in Congo are still in a deadly civil war that doesn't seem to end even after decades. How could it be a reality? How could it be a reality, yet it's African countries that are being xenophobic? How could it be a reality, yet we determine our level of intelligence through how intelligently one speaks English? Yet we still get punished in schools for speaking our mother tongues. Yet we still tell our children in primary schools that Samuel Baker discovered the source of the Nile. How could it be a reality? How could it be a reality, yet despite being the continent that's blessed with the most minerals and resources, we still run to the other side of the ocean to borrow loans? When I think of what Africa is presently, it makes me just want to puke.
I'm reading some disturbing news on today's newspaper. Something about Migingo Island. That Migingo belongs to Uganda? What? Migingo is ours. Etched by colonial ants into Kenya's map. A rock. No bigger than a dream, yet heavy with our sweat. Our fishermen cast nets here before the lines were blurred long ago.
Also, a mother that can't pronounce their son's name has a problem. The name is Mijingo, and Mijingo belongs to Uganda.
Migingo, not Mijingo. Migingo. The name is carved in our blood. The name is carved in our blood. A child baptized in the sweat of our nets, the salt of our tears. You may twist its name, but the lake whispers the truth. For the soil here knows our steps. Yes, and the winds sing our anthem.
You might have your flags fly there, but the lakes know us. Even water speaks our name. Have you ever heard of a thing like Kenyan water? But there is a whole song, Ugandan water. Mijingo is ours.
Don't make me laugh, woman. Kenya. She is my mother's laugh in the market square. My father's calloused hands holding a djembe You know, I'm reading this newspaper and Kenya is the cradle of my dreams. Her hills hold my secrets, her valleys my prayers. And for her, for Kenya will do anything. Anything. Migingo? Migingo, yes, not Mijingo, Migingo. A rock, yes, but not just a rock. She is breathing, she is blood, she is Kenya. The lake whispers my name. The soil remembers my step. The land is home, the land is love. You call her Mijingo. Or should it be Mijinga, which is in Swahili means stupid? Migingo. No, her name is Migingo. Human, sharp like a blade, soft like a dawn's mist. Her name dances on my tongue, heavy with belonging. Migingo. Not a stone, but a heartbeat. Not a piece, not a place, but a promise. She is the fire in my veins, the anchor in my wandering heart. To love Kenya is to love her. Migingo. Highland. Migingo is love. Pure, fierce, forever. Migingo. Step close and you'll feel it. The heat, the pulse, the unshakable truth. This land is mine and I will protect it. With mine I will wed the waters, armed with faith and fire. And if it means shedding blood, then let the lake turn red. Let it remember my sacrifice. Migingo. Migingo shall remember my name, not negotiable, not debatable, not a Kenyan. She is Kenyan and I am hers. Forever. Migingo. Migingo is mine.
You just don't get it. The colonialist history taught me about the Mau Mau and Maji Maji and made sure I believed my ancestors had nothing in their heads but Maji. Then they sat on a table and divided Mother Africa like a cake on a glutton's table. Gave us names, you Kenya, me Uganda, her Sudan, them Rwanda, others Congo, Tanzania and the rest. And we held those names with love, fought for them and gave our blood for them, yet we were never part of the dividing. The people at Mijingo, the Rock Island, speak the same language but keep fighting for an imaginary line that they will never see. The Banyamulenge of Congo, Rwandans, very many Ugandans, Tanzanians, and Burundians speak the same language, but the government of Rwanda and Congo continue to fight. My clan, the Bahinda, spans as far as Rwanda, and for 2 years Ugandans couldn't cross to Rwanda, and I was only Ugandan. Funny how we hold those names so much in our hearts, like we were part of the division. Our goods are taxed at every border, and then we ask ourselves why development comes very slow like a politician's promises. Clear those borders out of your head. We should be an Africa united, just like other continents that chose to be one. We keep fighting for lines that are not even that important. An Africa that is far much better than the African Union where politicians represent us. A place not just leveled, but designed in a way where the less abled can step with ease. A better Africa is what we need, not the countries that we have.
A better Usoga is what we want. Okay, I love my father and my mother's partial mother tongue. My mother's partial mother tongue. Okay. God have mercy.
mwakale pananjabwa aye kwikwe omutima kumara kusanguka nawagire kumama mbuniwe nikweke nayasima ebintu bya papa tobifaku yetna idakukwikiriza tamira kwa kandete kana kempanga nkasamba okuva mukwenda ndibuluki nzira wange no chibanda no titire ngumye ndibuluki boba toida kundika wacha no titire ngumye I'll be I promise to never leave you. Trust me, girl, I'm true, boo, 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 boo. Don't you feel me, no. Tomorrow we will be there when you're holding me, I'm holding you. Bisabulonji, gonende biruji, konsetembe bonenda. Consetting klago kwenda bisabulunji ngonente birunji consetting bekonenda consetting klago kwenda nzibulunji nzira wangeno chibanta no.
Hey, I want to see you. There is a lot I want to say to you in person. We really need to talk. Are the words that came from the other end of a phone call that I had been waiting for centuries. But all I could say was, I'm not sure. I will let you know when my schedule is free. But before he hung up, I poured out my heart in a subtle way. I almost said love, but I stopped. So listen and don't judge. Here it goes. I have been meaning to ask you, if we meet this time, what would be different? Will this conversation put me at ease? Will it answer the questions I ask myself in the wee hours of the night that leave my head buzzing like a roller coaster? Were we wasting time when I gave you my time? Was all that I was feeling all just in my head? You see, it took you so long to make this phone call. I verily remember that I am not the communication type phrases. The number of times you avoided my questions, the number of days you feigned ignorance and put up with a pretense, so it just doesn't make sense now. And annoyingly, you still don't get it. Your own part will make sense in your own head. Respectfully, I don't blame you, I blame me. I blame me because I gave you quick access. I should have kept up with the chess. I shouldn't have availed myself and my space. You see, it now questions my sanity and the love I once harbored. It questions my sixth sense. And I now believe the words they once say that love is blind. And you know the worst bit is, The worst bit is when the person you care about the most does not care about you. That bit stings. You see, I could rant forever. So the points I've been trying to bring home are, I was not planning on leaving the venue. I was ready to follow the rules like Etania said. But I think I have finally reached the last love. I don't know if I will find love again, maybe yes or no. But I know I will. I verily love, I give love unconditionally. I hope there'll be a time when these nice songs about heartbreaks and unrequited love will stop playing in my playlist. Then I'll know. I know I will have healed. In that season I would have met the one that will not question my love for them. So, before I leave, know that I don't hate you. And I wish you all the best. Thank you.
No,
Stop right there. Stop!
No.
See,
you said he's just a friend.
He's just a friend.
Just a friend?
Uh-huh.
He can't be just a friend. You say that he's just a friend that knocks. See, he's not just a friend.
I think so.
That man that makes you smile so genuinely and makes you light up like the sky at dawn. He's not just a friend. See, I don't see you genuinely smile like this when you're with me. See, the problem is every time you're looking this cute, every single time you're looking this beautiful, it's for him. You only smile this genuinely when you're talking to him, when he walks into this room, when he is talking to you, when you hug him. He's just a friend. No, he's not just a friend. He's your perfect escape plan when you get the balls, when you finally get the guts to cut me off. He's not just your friend. So listen, I took a few steps back into clarity. Baby, I realized he's not one. I'm not insecure. No. So, you have to tell me the truth.
You gaslight me into questioning my reality, twisting truths until I doubted my own deliberations. Your pride was a mountain and I was a river eroding myself, trying to reach you. You fed me lemons, sharp, sour, and irritating, and I, in my desperation, squeezed them in my mouth. You see, your pride is a mountain, unmoved, and I was a river, eroding myself, trying to reach you. Today I choose to flood that mountain. Today, today I will flood that mountain.
This is the same thing you always do. turning my words against me all the fucking time. See, maybe I'm sorry. No, nah, I'm not sorry. I don't have anything to apologize for. I am not sorry. And if I have to tell you what pains me and it hurts you, then I am not sorry. The last time I checked that this is a relationship. Not my place to be a slave all the fucking time just because you want to feel better about yourself. Maybe if I have to keep quiet and I have to be silent, keeping this disgruntlement inside, I'll turn it into this hate for you. See, you won't find this among my friends, but if I don't tell it to you, best believe I will hate you. So stop silencing me.
Your character describes strawberries. You don't taste as good as you seem or look. You fed me lemons, sharp, sour, and irritating, and I, in my desperation, squeezed them in my mouth, pretending their bitterness was honey. I smiled through these clenched teeth, ignoring the sting on my tongue, convincing myself that this was the test of love. When I asked why you loved watching me suffer, you smiled this cruel and apologetic grin. You said it reminds you of how bitter you are towards me, and yet I still smile and love you. You said you loved me more in times when you made me suffer, bruised my soul, broke my heart, and then watched me crawl back into the prison of your arms.
It was a mistake!
No, it was my mistake. I once believed I was crafted to love and not to be loved. I was a vessel pouring out and pouring out endlessly, never to be filled. I know what is in love, but still, like a lunatic, that's everything I craved and what I would kill for. I foolishly gripped the thorns you handed me, believing they were roses. It got me to a point where I realized that unspoken expectations of premeditated resentments brewing in silence. So now I lament. I lament in tongues and in languages you understand. But all I care is pouring out my anguish.
I don't have to raise my voice to make a point. If I have to raise my voice, then that does not say I'm communicating something. Babe, I love you, yes. But I am not supposed to be a slave to your endless need to feel whole. Yes, relationship need assurance, but if that is the only thing that will spark the fire in your soul and take out the doubt, then it's a red flag. No, it's not a red flag, it's a red billboard. And I will not be a slave to that.
Stay back. I said, step back, sir. My friends say tears should only fall for onions. But I am human and I have fallen for a fully grown fool. The kind who wears a crown of pride and puts forth a button of control. The one who loves the voice of my silence more than my voice. I stepped back. 10 paces into clarity, removed the blindfold of your sweet, testing lies. This wasn't love, it was a masquerade. You weren't my forever, just a fleeting fling. I know this was just a fling and not a thing.
I love you. Just believe that I love you.
You loved not me.
I did love you.
You did. You love not me, but the way I nakedly made sacrifices for you. Sacrifices of losing myself to do what's it. You loved the way I nakedly made sacrifices for you. Sacrifices of losing myself to do what's best for your ego. You worshipped, you prayed every night, worshipping the way I turned into a candle just to light your path. Where did it get me? Tell me. Tell me, where did it get me? Where did it get me instead? Instead, my identity melted in the flames of your ego, yeah?
Baby. Baby, I love you. Yes, I do. See, and I want you to stay, right? But these games of yours, I'm not familiar with. This tit for tat game of yours, I don't like it. See, I used to love it when I was getting the tit and you were getting all the tats. But it's not normal. These days, all we're doing is competing to who is gonna hurt the other more. So, it's better that I get broken today. This tit for tat game ain't sitting right with me. Break up with me today. It's better than wasting a lot of years only for both of us to end with a lot of bitterness.
I will not simply walk away this time. Let me say this again. I will not simply walk away this time. I am no longer the fool who drinks bitterness for the sake of love. I will not simply walk away this time, but grow wings and fly far, far, far away from your toxicity that hits harder than my father's belt. At this point, I am the flame, the fire, the storm, and you are nothing. Nothing but a lesson I have learned. No. No. Yo. No.
So I can aeroplane me across the border to you, who brings my heart to hope, to the place I keep being is in a beautiful hope, to take me through the way to love with no torture. Aeroplane me across the border to you, who brings my heart to hope, to the place I keep being is in a beautiful hope, to take me through the way to love with no torture. It's here, here's the idea. We will not pass, we things that got me here need to be clear. It's coming to this dear, need you right here, and we're not cross with things that make you dear, meet you right there.
And when the sky comes falling down, there's nothing I won't do for you. Hey, brother, there's an endless world to rediscover. And press M for Musoke. N for Namusoke. Musoke ne Namusoke tebakwatagana na Isoke. It's a fight between the liberal and the cultural, between the metaphorical and the literal, the idea, the ideology of colors and alphabets. Man, just like God Matata, we daily cut the branches on which we cling. Off the basics. Society is now rolled down to Valhalla, living illusional, with every single said and written Wahala. Right, with all possible wrong ways. My neighbors don't talk to each other. This Cold War lingers within their mind. And the bullets are triggered by their own hands. Place J for judge. We claim to listen and not judge. But with just mere tones, with just mere tones, covers, and shapes we judge. We dare shine each other's voices on just mere perspectives. Just because from one side it's a flipped 6, those that see a 9 end up in fury. Divided between the ballot and the bullet. This aspect of majority over minority is a societal designed concept to attain supremacy that has set adrift off God's well-designed idea and aspect of humanity. Now, Ubuntu is a mystery in the historical dynasty. Social classes are catalyst of disunity. Now the poor don't sleep because they're hungry. And yet the rich also don't sleep because the poor are awake. Hey, brother, there is an endless world to rediscover. Hey, sister, know that water sweeter, but blood is thicker. And when the sky comes falling down, there is nothing this world I want to for you. Wait, did you just press D for diversity? Down my hometown, diversity is used to justify a disband. Casting lots based on race, faith, and political affiliation. Only considering self-attention, not even a piece of compassion. Alike on a rail, blinds us from our neighbor's well, unable to even press the button, the police button of dying. But I remember growing up in a society that advocated for communal response, where a child was raised by the whole village. Where Musenze was subjected to food contributions until the first harvest of his plantation. Where did this whole love go? Where did this whole love go? Where did this sympathy and empathy go? Twatandika ddi obutalumirirwa nga mwana akusabye ekido ate yego okuba judo. Now instead of water, we only serve vinegar. Instead of water, we only serve vinegar. Badia, tuleme kweyawulayawulamu, ffenna twava ku kikolo kimu. Kati nno munatera okubiyita ebyokwerereja. Mbalaba mubitandisa obiyita ebyokwerereja. But just bless you for unity and thank me later. Look, despite the diversity, unity does not call for uniformity. Harmony in the diversity is a success of unity. I know the physical appearance of persons is always a subject and an object of various beliefs and myths that tends to foster marginalization and self-exclusion and societal exclusion. But let's be awakened to the fact. Let's be awakened to the fact that a dark or a brown complexion is just a texture pigmentation. Underneath lies the same layers, epidermis. A fusion of sensory fibers, veins, and nerves. You see, from this earth's crust, petals and flowers arise. Out of this dust, we all stand as vessels under dusting, and unto the dust we shall all lay to rest. So open your eyes, take a glance. It's not the vessel design, but the value therein. And remember, we are one nation, simply separated by the great ocean. And love is the only color that can paint this world. Hey, brother, there's an endless world to discover. Hey, sister, I know what is sweeter, but blood is thicker. And when this whole world, this whole sky comes down, 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 there There's nothing in this world I wouldn't do for you.
And that is love beyond borders for you. They call it love beyond borders. But have you ever wondered, why do nations go to war? Diplomatically smiling with darkened eyes and hardened hearts, economically driven and militarily driven in battalions. Soldiers with hearts strung in combat routes endless, yet the deaths are numberless. In our conflicts, will communities ever get to build bridges where war trenches once lay? Will we ever get to extend grace to distant strangers at borderlines? Will we ever get to hear the laughters echoing far, subduing the war batons and bullets and sounds of gunfire? Don't we need all that love? The kind of love that oozes beyond patriotism, where hearts must hit beyond creed. I think you need it. I need it. We need it. Toxicity lingers in the air like the stench of death. Like the stench of death. Like the stench of death. As the wars and rage of yesterday's quarrels splintered on their bedroom floor. Have you ever wondered why his hands, once tender, fragile, caressing and loving, now tremble, writing goodbyes in unspoken words? Have you ever wondered why her soft, gentle, feminine nature now screams like a stranger on street with her voice, silence never to be heard? Can love be a safe haven once again, please? Can love be a safe haven once again, please? Warmly, cuddly, to love and to pleasure. Don't you need that kind of love? I need it. And you need it. Don't you need that kind of love? The kind that stretches beyond the confines of my bedroom tears and brings my brightness in its honesty. The kind that says I love you when meaning it in secret and also in public. Don't you need that kind of love? The one where I know the sound of my beloved beyond the bridges of conflict. The kind where peace sustains us at home and stories and laughters of children echo beyond the confines of our homes. I have heard of friends in friend zones. Friends in friend zones, friends in friend zones. You see, with their minds in limbo and hearts restless. Their minds in limbo, hearts restless, one friend to another, to the next one, until their desires are never fulfilled. Unrequited love is like the letters, those unopened letters of desires, often unread, never seen, and many a times forgotten. Don't you wish for your silent whispers of affection to bloom into love ballads sung loud? To be heard on the street corners that so and so is my beloved? You see, unrequited love has been incarcerated in these zones never to take flight. Yet I know there is a pain crueler than a rose nipped in the bud and love unlived. So can we live this love once again? Don't you need it? I think we do. I need it. You need it. Don't you need a love where society bridges its fountains with jealousy never bringing us apart, rather with bridges of our friendships and our tongues and our lovebirds, bringing us closer. A society where its riverbanks quench longing hearts of brotherhood and sisterhood. A society where love is the fabric that oozes from every moment of our being together. Don't you need that kind of love? I need it. You see, you need it. Yes, you have had strikes and strikes and strikes against your back, and your heart has been bruised. You have built high walls never for others to climb again, because you never want to go down the drain. But this is Mapenzi beyond borders, where we bask in ecstatic bliss of love. Don't you need it? Don't you want it? Love is the unwritten prescription laced in the fabric of longing in the human's heart. Let love blossom again, break the concrete hearts, and give flowers a chance to blossom on those concrete hearts. Give love the chance to blossom in the eyes of the one you behold so dear, and bring laughter once again to those areas that seem forgotten. You see, love is beyond patriotism, love is beyond society. There's love for yourself and love for everything that you hold dear. So tonight, let love go beyond our borders. For this is Mapenzi beyond the borders of cultures, Mapenzi beyond the borders of countries, Mapenzi beyond the borders of self-confirmations, beyond what you have known, your history. Let this love ooze to make a union of our past, our present, and pave a way for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mapenzi beyond borders. Cordless mic. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Mapenzi beyond borders. And I know yesterday was Valentine's Day, right? Open for me. And what is love? Especially for the ladies and the gentlemen. What is love without it being expressed? This is a surprise, but this is a free poem for all the ladies here, okay? I dare you to rise up. You have searched for love on all corners of this society and this world. Looking whether the stars are shiny enough, whether your promise comes in the shooting stars. But I dare you to rise today and blossom. Will you blossom today? I dare you to rise up and challenge yourself to know that love is deep in your heart. I dare you to know that when you look at yourself in the mirrors every day, you are worthy, you're loved, and you're blessed. You see, love is beyond what you get from another human being to make you complete, because your cup must run full before another completes you. So will you look in the mirror that God has created for you and bloom like the rose that you are tonight? For know that you are complete and every caress on your skin is perfect in your beautiful melanin hue. You are the lily in the garden of heaven, and know that you blossom with the angels. If doubt ever caresses your mind, remind yourself that God created me perfect. I know you are empowered, you are strong, but when love comes your way, give it a chance. Roses are red, and many colors are your best. But love, but love can come in any color. So will you be able to identify it when it reaches? About the truth of life and love, we never know. But I know when you find it, you will know it. Life, and may your love find life every day. Everyone deserves a chance, and when God gives, you will blossom like the lily in the garden of heaven. Is there a longing deep in your heart? May it blossom, and may you find rest in it. And every time you smile brightly, know that heaven has that one person meant for you. And for every moment that you know, questioning, wondering, I dare you to rise and know that my cup runs over. You see, love is the miracle God created, knowing that every lady here would get a rose. Ladies and gentlemen, and to my people here, ladies and gentlemen, may love blossom in your hearts. Where it is missing, may it run over in its perfect timing. Mapenzi beyond borders. So, these people are going to introduce themselves. And their names, their stage name, wherever they come from, what they like. Yeah, because I know our time is fast spent, but that is it. Storyteller.
Hello, everyone.